This is me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Atlanta Season 1, Episode 3 review. I didn't do Episode 2 last week, so that's why there's a skip in episodes. So, Earn is at Zestos, like a McDonald's, Burger King type restaurant, trying to get a kid's meal because this broke ass nigga can't afford to get a regular size meal. So the cashier is arguing with him that he can't get a kid's meal because he's an adult without a kid. And he like, bitch, you can't tell me that I can't get him up a kid's meal if I got a coin to give you the money for the kid's meal. Like, why the fuck I gotta have a kid with me in order to get a fucking kid's meal? So the bitch is like, sir, you can't do it. He like, that's a dumbass rule. And I'm like, we have all been there because I do think that's dumb that you can't buy a kid's meal if you don't have a kid with you. Bitch, I'm paying for it. What the fuck does it matter? It ain't going to your fucking pocket, bitch. Bring the shit up. So, the cashier stands her ground, and so he just says fucking and asks for a cup so he can get him some water. And so she's like, okay, boo, here you go. Go get you all the tap water you want. So I'm just looking like, why you just ain't order something off the dollar menu? Zestos ain't got no dollar menu going on with this motherfucker. So Earn goes over to the drink machine, and instead of getting water, this nigga gets a Coke. And one of the workers sees him getting the Coke, and he like, don't you say nothing, little Espanol. You shut your goddamn mouth, or I'll get your ass deported. So Earn is then walking in the rain going to Paperboy house. I'm like, this nigga can't afford a regular size meal or umbrella. His life is fucked. So he gets there and they're playing the game while Darius is ironing money in a Hugh Hefner robe. And I'm just looking at this nigga like, nigga, we are hurt. Darius is my nigga. So Earn complains to Paperboy about him not making enough money at the airport and how when he get paid, the nigga still gonna be broke. And Paperboy tells him, nigga, you need to start selling drugs. And Earn like, well, what do you do for a living? He's like, nigga, I sell drugs. Duh. And so Earn tells him that he needs to be careful now that he has more notoriety. And he's like, nigga, look, I don't know about this little transaction y'all about to do later on today, but nigga, just don't get killed. So Earn is at home later on that day, laying up on the couch and his motherfucking drawers and a wife beat and shit. He all up on the motherfucking laptop and shit, probably on Pornhub, trying to get a good chub out. So Vanessa come in the house and she's pissed at this. He just lounging around and shit while she done worked all motherfucking day. Had to go get their motherfucking baby, then come home, got to put the baby to bed, do all the shit that we as mothers do. So she like, look, no, don't get up. Don't rush and get up. So he thinks she's mad because she had to bail him out of jail. And she was like, you think you the first motherfucker had to bail out of jail? He was like, yeah, like, I hope so, bitch. Like, what type of life you out here living? So Earn says that he's been working all day at Paperboy house. And she was like, I smell it. You smell just like work. What is that cushion? He was like, nah, this is more other good shit. So Vanessa is just basically tired of his broke lazy ass, and she's tired of being a mama and a daddy. She just tired of raising this nigga basically. So they get into bed and he apologizes to her and he asks her, can he take her out to dinner the next day? And she says no because he fucked up. Like, she just ain't here for it. She got a headscarf on. She's trying to get some night. So he says, can I buy you dinner and watch you eat it from across the room? I can get one of them corny ass niggas to eat with you. I know you love them. I know you like that. Oh, I love energy. My dreads are in a bun type motherfuckers. And so I'm looking at him like, broke ass niggas always trying to make you laugh. Like, an ain't shit nigga know he got a joke in his motherfucking pocket to bring your ass back and reel you in. And it worked because me and Vanessa started laughing. It was like, nigga, I don't like you right about now when I'm still throwing you the pussy. So Vanessa started laughing and shit. But then she checks him like, yeah, nigga, I like corny motherfuckers, and you the corniest one of them all. So she says that, you know, he's basically turning her into a stereotype. He was like, shit, I'm a motherfucking stereotype. But I'm fine with being technically homeless. I ain't got a problem with it. So they just laughing and shit. It's a really cute scene. Very relatable to what happens in real life relationships, especially black relationships. So next morning, he checks his direct deposit, and this motherfucker literally only got $96, and he just got motherfucking paid. Like, nigga, you need to think about getting a new motherfucking job. You need to get on the pole, going down to motherfucking the Pink Slip Bottoms Up, or whatever the fuck y'all the fucking strip club name is in Atlanta, or whatever. So he called his homeboy Swift that he worked with to tell him, you know, basically, I'm still broke on my day off. And dude was like, you know, clowning him or whatever. So Swift tells him to take Vanessa to this place called the Indigo Lounge because they have a happy hour that starts at 7. He baby, you know, gets some little $6 little toppers and shit. So he like, bet, boom, that works out great. So Earn and Vanessa are trying to find a parking space on the street because this motherfucker ain't even got money to pay for the fucking valet. And I'm like, if this shit ain't reminiscent of me and my ex, because that nigga didn't never have a coin, and I was just dumb to be with this motherfucker. So he's driving her car, mind you. And she like, we can just get valet, but he don't want to tell her he ain't got no money. So he's like, no, we gonna find something that's on, on the street. We can walk. It'll be fun. It's like a scavenger hunt. And she like, nigga, what? So they roll up on this little deserted ass street, and the crackhead comes to the window and tell them that he'll wash their car for $10. He's like, nigga, I could pay a real valet $10 to do that shit, but that's like, fuck that. I'm not leaving my car on this janky ass street. No. So they end up doing the valet anyway, taking more coins out of Ern's pocket. So then we switch to Paperboy and Darius, who are doing this drug transaction. They on a vacant parking lot, and then a car rolls up, and Paperboy is like, you trying to get the main street, and dude was like, change the plans, you coming with us. So they get to following the dude. Dude takes them all the way out into the fucking country and shit, into the woods. Darius got the fucking briefcase handcuffed to his wrist. I'm like, what in the fuck MacGyver type shit is this? So next thing we know, we see this little cute ass nigga named Queen, at this little trailer site or whatever. And I was like, Queen can get it. Queen can motherfucking get it. I don't really like the thugsters anymore, but I would ride that penis. So Queen tells him to sit down, and then next thing you know, his man opened up this little apartment, and then this black dude that's basically butt ass naked pops the fuck out, handcuffs and shit, and begging for his motherfucking life. And Darius and Paperboy are fucking shook. So Ern and Vanessa are at the restaurant looking over the menus when the waitress comes over and tries to take the order. Ern is like, I'm trying to find the happy hour menu. I don't see it. Baby girl like, no, we don't do that anymore, nigga. So Ern is basically about to cry because he know he ain't got enough money. So he tried to order, a soup, because soup is always cheap. Bitch is like, no, soup is $28. So he like, fuck, if the soup is $28, everything else about to be about 40, 50, 60 motherfucking dollars. And he ain't got it. So Vanessa's ordered everything on the menu. Bitch is like, I want the lobster, I want the steak. Give me a mojito, bitch. I want a chocolate cake at the end of this motherfucker. Give me some dinner mints. Give me everything. And so this nigga is nervous. So I'm like, they gonna die in the dash. So she sees something is up with him, but he plays it off. So then all of a sudden he rushes over to the bar and goes over to the bartender, asks him how much his order is going to be, because he ordered something off of that he ordered something market price. And I was like, market price, my nigga? Shit, nigga, you about to come off a coin. You order something market price. They ain't even got a motherfucking price for anything market price on the fucking menu. So you know you about to spend some money. So Queen lets the dude go and tells him to run that way in the woods. So dude's like, man, no, I don't want to fucking run. Like, no, but shit, what about my son, nigga? I ain't trying to die. Queen like, nigga, you better run. So then the dude gets to run this shit for his life. Queen asks his man for a rifle and then starts to shooting at the dude while he's running, like he's Ramsay Bolton and shit from Game of Thrones, like the dude is Rickon Stark. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was getting my whole entire life. So in the second shot, Queen shoots the dude in the back and he's dead. And I'm like, God damn, what type of shit is this? So Ern and Darius is looking at each other like, what in the fuck have we gotten ourselves into? They realize they are way over their fucking heads. So Ern and tells Vanessa that he believes a person needs to fail in order to discover what works best for them. And Vanessa's looking at him like, nigga, that's cute, but we have a kid that needs Pampers and a motherfucking daddy, and a dream ain't gonna pay these motherfucking light bills, homeboy, or get this pussy wet. So you better think about something to go along with this dream of yours, nigga, if you want to stay with me. So she goes to the bathroom and he asks the waitress for the check. And the waitress like, do you want to order dessert? He's like, bitch, no, you done already charged my ass more than what the fuck I can afford. Just give me the motherfucking check, bitch, and take your lily white ass on some goddamn where. I'm sick of your ass. Get the fuck on. So we switch back to Queen, and he asks Paperboy how he disappear and come back with a big ass order. Paperboy says, I'm a rapper now. And dude says, shit, you just caught a murder charge. Like, that shit don't sound right. Something ain't right in the motherfucking water. So his partners see that they're nervous, and Darius say, well, it is a drug deal. It's like, Darius, shut the fuck up. Darius was sitting up in that motherfucker with a whole wool suit jacket on and a motherfucking turtleneck with a gold chain like it was the 70s, and I got my whole entire life. I love Darius. So Paperboy phone starts ringing, and they tell him to answer fucking phone. So he nervous and shit. He puts it on speakerphone, and this Ern asking, can he put $20 on his motherfucking debit card? Dude was like, okay, bye, got to go. And Ern's like, no. What happened with the deal with the Mexicans with the guns that you said y'all ain't afraid of? He's like, nigga, shut the fuck up. I will call you later. I'm about to put this $20 on your rush card. Sit your black ass down somewhere. Bye, nigga. Bye. So Vanessa peeps that Earn didn't tip the waitress, and she adds the money on to the tip. And he looking like, bitch, your light skinned ass is pushing it. So as they're leaving, the crackhead comes inside the restaurant and tells a white man to come on outside because his shit is about to get told. And bitch, I hollered. So Quee tells the dude, let's get, this deal going. But Darius is like, I left the key to these handcuffs at home, so I don't really know how I'm gonna get, to the money to get you this shit. So Queen is like, I got a solution. So then he tells them that they'll take the money, and Earn and Darius can keep the briefcase. So as they're leaving, Paperboy turns around and asks him, what do y'all call yourself? And they like, we the Migos. And I was like, I knew that's who them little boys was. I couldn't figure out like where I knew them from, but I knew them from somewhere. So I was like, that was a good look for the Migos. They actually just recently got signed to Good Music, which is another good look for them. The little boy Queen actually did a really good job, so kudos to him. So at the end of the episode, Earn and Vanessa, what the fuck? Vanessa and Earn walk in the house, and she tells him that there's a security job at the office that he can get, and if he gets the job, he can save for a car, so he won't have to have their baby on a motherfucking bus around a bunch of weirdos, and he don't really want to do that. And so she say, look, motherfucker, being a rapper is a kid's dream. And he hits her back with like open a boutique is super unique. So that bitch gets mad and slams the door in his face. So he stands on the opposite side of the door and says, I know I have a daughter, and I know she deserves the best, but I don't think I have to compromise what I want out of life to do that, especially if I think it's going to provide for her. You know me, V. I can do this. I just got to do it my way, and if you can't do this out of love for me, do it out of love for her. Vanessa opened that motherfucking door and said, that's some dumb shit. That's some dumbass shit, Earn. If you don't get your ass the fuck out my face with that old Yana Van Zant bullshit, you better. And so he looking at her like, damn, I was really hitting you with some old philosophical bullshit. So then he take that little old ass bottle of champagne and go outside, and he calls and reports his motherfucking car stolen, so he won't have to get charged that $96 motherfucking dollars. I was like, you a crafty nigga. And I was like, this episode was so good. It was so realistic. It hit so close to home. There were so many moments that I can relate to in this episode. I just love this show. I give tonight's episode an A+. But the question does beg, what age do you stop going after your dreams? Because there's so many people, especially so many black guys that I know that are quote unquote rappers that are my age in their mid-30s, and their career hasn't gone anywhere. And I'm like, when do you say enough is enough? And I got to really start looking towards my future, because in a minute I'm about to be looking up and I'm about to be old and shit, middle age. Like, when do you say enough is enough when it comes to your dream, especially when you have a family? Like, you can't sacrifice your family's livelihood for your dream. I feel like I understand where he's coming from with wanting to reach his dreams, and he knows he can make it. But at the end of the day, this girl needs help with y'all motherfucking baby, and she's tired of doing this shit on her own. And we as black women always have to pick up the slack for our black men and play the role of mama and daddy, boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife. And we get tired of being the man and the woman in relationships. So let me know down below how you feel about the subject, and what do you think? Thank you all for watching this review. Please make sure to thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now and click the notification bell on here so you can get notifications on when all of my videos hit the tube. I love you all and have a great week. See you all Saturday for my power review, and a new episode of Since You Asked will be up tonight, as a matter of fact, so make sure you watch it. And my Love and Hip Hop Hollywood review is up right now as well. Love you all. Bye.